Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Lies official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Days of Our Lives spoilers claim that Belle Brady, Martha Madison, was astonished to learn Sean Brady, Brandon Beamer, was now the police commissioner, so he explained how he won the job and that he would be fired if he didn't accept it. Sean was concerned that Belle thought he should have turned down the opportunity, so she explained she was concerned because he was still struggling with so much. Nonetheless, Belle believed in Sean and did her best to show her support. On Thursday's episode of Days, Jada pushed Rafa Hernandez, Gallengering, to scream about how unfair it was that Sean got his old position. However, it was Jada who needed to vent the most because this wasn't the first time she'd been turned over for a promotion, despite being a qualified woman of color. Sean appeared with Belle and overheard Jada's remark about her boss being an alcoholic who put his own father in a coma. Jada apologized passionately and maintained she was simply venting, but Sean understood her aggravation and apologized to Rafi for how things had turned out. Rafe only wanted Sean to concentrate on his duties as the new police commissioner. Outside Stephanie Johnson's, Abigail Klein apartment, she was surprised when Alex Kiriakis, Robert Scott Wilson, blew her off and refused to engage in a meaningful conversation in the corridor. Stephanie discovered Chad Demara, Billy Flynn, with Charlotte Demara, Autumn Gendron, and Thomas Demara, Kerry Christopher, on their way to the Demara estate, where the kids were having a sleepover with Rachel Black, Finley Rose Slater. After Stephanie mentioned Alex blowing her off, Chad pretended to be surprised by the news and pretended to be unaware of Alex's motive for being aloof. Stephanie then took off after receiving a text about an opportunity to pitch a marketing idea for a new business venture on Thursday's episode of Days. Yuri Kasnov, Josh Flagg, met with Alex at small bar and hinted about employing the best in the business to work on marketing and PR following their deal. When Stephanie appeared, Alex pretended that they couldn't work together this time. Stephanie didn't buy Alex's justifications and eventually got him to acknowledge Chad had warned him to back off or else, so she stormed out. Yuri admitted that he didn't care about the love triangle, but he complimented Alex for having a greater chance of regaining Stephanie. Kristen hugged Charlotte and Thomas after Chad brought them over to the Demara mansion on Thursday's episode of Days. Chad thanked EJ for the wonderful idea to confront Alex and put him in his place when Kristen was showing the kids Rachel's refurbished room. Kristen overheard and thought Chad was stupid for following EJ's advice on this. Chad claimed that he and Alex had a gentleman's agreement, so he didn't expect Alex to say anything to Stephanie. Kristen argued that Alex would blab and that Chad had only made matters worse. Chad soon realized Kristen was correct and resolved to attempt to rectify things before his life was destroyed. On Thursday's DOOO show, Chad saw Stephanie sipping champagne at home. Stephanie offered Chad a glass, but he just wanted to talk. Stephanie flung a glass of champagne in Chad's face and told him to sit the hell down, before insisting on going first. John Black, Drake Hogestyn, confronted Brady Black, Eric Martsolf, in Rachel's room at the townhouse because he had malware on the Wi-Fi. Because of his connections at Black Patch, John took extra precautions and received an alert for any questionable activity. Brady purchased an automobile in Texas in order for it to have an out-of-state registration. Brady then had that car delivered to a garage on the outskirts of town, indicating to John that Brady intended to kidnap Rachel and flee. Brady finally realized he didn't have a choice, but John warned it was no life for a little child and that Rachel would hate her father one day for this. John also realized that only Brady could talk himself out of this, so he pushed Brady to prove to himself that he could fight until the judge's judgment was reversed. If Brady kidnapped Rachel and fled now, it would be game over because Kristen would win for good. Kristen became anxious about Brady's tardiness at the Demara mansion once more. Kristen called Belle and raving about how they needed to notify every police jurisdiction in the state. Brady arrived with their daughter just as Kristen was going to protest about Brady kidnapping Rachel. Brady frowned as he saw Rachel dash into Kristen's arms. According to Days of Our Lives spoilers, Kristen's full custody will result in further drama, so stay tuned for updates on the upcoming twists and turns. Other exciting Days of Our Lives spoilers will be available on CDL. Days of Our Lives spoilers state that Maggie Kiriakis, Suzanne Rogers, and Bonnie Kiriakis, Judy Evans, will face a shocking realization on Friday, August 11. Bonnie will believe Maggie must know the whole truth now when Maggie says she paid Sarah Horton, Lindsay Godfrey, a visit. Maggie and Bonnie will learn that they are both aware of Sarah's pregnancy. Thus, they will agree that she must inform Xander Cook, Paul Telfer. In Chicago, Sarah will inform Rex Brady, Kyle Loder, that Maggie is carrying Xander's child. Sarah will be terrified at the prospect of her secret being revealed to Xander. According to Days teasers, Rex will reassure Sarah before making a stunning pitch. DUL fans should expect Rex to propose marriage and offer to support Sarah as she deals with all of this stress, so she'll think about it. Stephanie Johnson, Abigail Klein, will continue her outburst now that she knows Chad Demara, Billy Flynn, advised Alex Kiriakis, Robert Scott Wilson, to stay away from her. Chad will try to explain his point of view, but Stephanie will point out that Chad does not own her and does not get to choose who her friends are. According to Days teasers, Chad will apologize for taking EJ Demara's damn Fueregal bad advice and will let Stephanie know he understands. Stephanie will kiss Chad and make up with him, but the incident may shake their trust and give Alex the upper hand in this love triangle in the end. Day spoilers reveal that Belle Brady, Martha Madison, will argue with Chloe Lane, Nadia Bjorlin, outside the pub. That should cause some friction between Chloe's past relationship with Brady Black, Eric Martsolf, and her new one with Xander. Brady and Xander, on the other hand, will have a tense encounter in the town center. Despite Xander's best efforts, Brady will inevitably strike out at him. Brady will eventually lock lips with Chloe, complicating matters even more as the week comes to a close. There's still a spark between Chloe and Brady that will cause problems. Justin Kiriakis, Wally Kurth, will have some unsettling news for Alex at Small Bar. There will be considerable concern about Victor Kiriakis, John Aniston, flight, because it appears that his jet has gone AWOL for the time being. Of course, this will lead to some sad confirmation in the following episodes, but in the meantime, Victor's family will remain on edge. According to Days of Our Lives spoilers, the Kiriakis family will experience a difficult blow soon, so stay tuned. CDL is the place to go for Days of Our Lives spoilers. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.